Hey, my brother.
Hey brother, how are you?
Good. How you doing? It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. How you been,
Oh,
Beyond?
good, good. You know, just life is flying by. You know what I mean? But I'm doing okay.
Fantastic, fantastic. Nice to see you again, Beyond. Thank
You
you
too, man. You
for
too.
doing this again
Absolutely.
with me. So,
Yeah.
so Beyond, you put up your new soul signed single, "Clean Soil," today. So, would you like to tell a bit about this song in particular?
Oh, yeah. This song was well, it just kind of came about me and the drummer Mike Cancino were sort of jamming, and it's one of those ideas that just came from me and him jamming, and then. I kind of the lyrics, everything just kind of came together really quick and really naturally. It wasn't like, oh, what are we gonna do here? And it's like it was just kind of the song kind of wrote itself. You kind of feel when you need to go to the pre-chorus, and you feel when certain sections are about to happen. So it's kind of like a lot of the songwriting I feel is like that for me, um, and for the other guys too. It's more of a natural progress. We don't. I mean, we don't like to overthink anything too much. We like to be honest with ourselves about who we are as a band and players and how we write, and we're very happy with these new songs, and we can't wait for people to hear the rest of it. So yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. And the first listen to the song itself sounds totally amazing. Mark's vocals, your bass, awesomeness, and Mike's drumming and Rob's guitars, everything come together really well. The song was such an amazing one. I totally enjoy this one. Thank you so much for putting up this amazing single this time around. And as a band, how do you guys feel about the outcome of this single?
We like it. I mean, I think it came together really well. Because sometimes it's also not just the song how it's written. There's also how it was recorded, the tones, and even a drum kit will sound different, even if you mic it the same. Each song he will hit different, and I think just the way we all played, the tone of the bass, the tone of the guitar, the way he's hitting the drums, everything just kind of uh, worked really well together, and it was a great experience, and it's great working with all those guys. It's a pleasure because they're all extremely talented, and we work well together. Um, we're able to pull really good performances out of one another. So we all really like the band and like the music and like the people in the band. So it's kind of a nice, kind of a rare thing to have actually, where everybody gets along and everybody has respect for one another. So it's quite nice. It's been a really good experience, and just a level of musicianship too. Not just great friends, but the level. It's incredible to have a band like that, and it's just we're blessed.
And you also have given a gist of the upcoming video for the single, but do you have a planned date for the release of the complete video?
Of the full album, you mean?
No, no, the music video for Clean Soil.
Oh, for the full video.
Yeah.
We don't. We're trying to go a different route. We don't want to stream anything because it's just bands. I think the whole insanity needs to stop, and somebody has to do it first. I hate to see all these bands working really hard, getting ripped off, um, spending thousands and thousands of dollars making music videos, and then people watch them for free. I mean, it is a promotional tool, but it can't just be promotional tools. There has to be some money in it, and the streaming, everybody's used to it, so they're probably bummed out. They're like, well, we can't stream it. Like, oh, well, that's too bad. I don't know. I think down the road, once it's been released on iTunes, and we have made some CDs. We're probably going to end up making some vinyls, and it's been out for a while. I mean, maybe we'll put it on streaming eventually down the road, when the next album comes out or something. But I don't know. If you go to iTunes, you can listen for 90 seconds for free, and that's that's the intro, verse, chorus, another verse, and another pre-chorus. That's a big chunk of the song right there that, people can get a pretty good grip of it if they're like, well, we don't want to pay, or, this and that. But I don't know. I think the whole trend needs to be broken. And the streaming, it's a disaster. It affects the music business so badly in so many different aspects, so many different ways, where the music is produced differently. Um, a lot of bands probably don't exist because there's no money in recording music anymore. People get different other jobs. I know a lot of talented, really talented musicians that if this was 20, 30 years ago, they'd be making a really, really, really good living. But they're just, I think it's too much hard work to give it away. And then, obviously the money isn't touring, but it costs money to record. It's time consuming, and the music videos are not cheap. So, you know, but
And
yeah, I mean, it would be great for people to hear the whole song. I've been against this whole streaming, for since the beginning of it. First the whole Napster disaster happened, and then the streaming, and then the Spotify and YouTube are just ripping bands off majorly. So,
so true.
I'm happy to be the first one to stop the trend. I mean, there's a few more, but that they're speaking up about it now. A lot of artists, and they're pulling stuff off of Spotify, and so God bless them.
It will be amazing to come back with the good old days back in the 70s, 80s, where you can go get your CD or a cassette from the shop and you can listen to the whole. That's the awesomeness of listening to music, I would say, rather than going to streaming services and you don't enjoy it, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Or where you can buy a package where you buy a CD and a concert ticket as a package. Figure something out where you make the fans happy, and the artist can survive, and
Absolutely. Absolutely. And any plans for the complete album to be released, or are you still working more on this album, Bjorn?
we're basically waiting for the right time, and a few things like that. We figured we start with a video, a single, and we would have loved to have released this a while ago, but we've been talking to some labels and things like that, so we're still kind of trying to figure out really the you know where our outlet for it. Are we going to do a full self-release, or are we going to uh, many labels don't have a budget. They don't have much to offer. It's almost bad to sign a lot of deals now because they don't want to give any advance, which means they don't have any guarantees. They might just take the album and put it on the shelf. In my opinion, that's how I feel. And then they still want to take half of your royalties or whatever the deal is. And I don't know if it's such a good deal, you know. But we'll figure something out. There's still some good labels out there. So
Fantastic. Fantastic. And does Soul Sign have a plan for this year to go on a worldwide touring?
we don't have any plans, to be honest with you. And been talking to some agents and things like that. But we come to the realization that until we have at least a few songs or this album out where it's a first release with Mark singing. And it's been a long time coming. We've all been busy and working with other bands, and been sort of a distraction. And so we realized that what a lot of people, the fans and the agents and what everybody, they want us to have music out with this lineup. And so I think that, first things first, and we're okay with that, So no tours. We might have a few shows here and there, but right now we actually don't have anything booked. So we'll see. But things will start to move, I think, once this single's out, and we'll probably do another single before the album comes out, and then we'll see what happens. But yeah.
Interesting. And as I know, like you've been working with a lot of other bands and projects on the other side. So do you still want to be taking more time on the other bands, or are you going to concentrate more on Soul Sign going on?
Oh, very good question. Absolutely, focus more on Soul Sign. It's something that it's been, I've wanted to do for a long time, and I've loved playing with the Dio Disciples, and I still want to play with them, whenever we are ready to play again and stuff. But I put Soul Sign aside for too much and for too long, and it just can't be that way. It needs to be a prioritized thing, and the whole band feels the same way. Like we need to really push this and get the music out, and be more focused on this. The problem when you have a band, we're four working musicians going in different directions and touring with other acts to pay our bills and support our families and things like that. It's not easy, So, but a lot of times I think it's a matter of communication too, understanding and talking to one another, and see kind of put things in perspective, and get some good things going, So I can't wait to get out and play. I think people are going to enjoy the show. So
It sounds great, Bill. And have you designed some kind of artwork for the single or for the upcoming album?
yes, we do have artwork for the cover, which I don't think we should reveal, maybe quite. Maybe when we get closer to release date. Yeah, absolutely. We have another single with a video that we shot. That's a very good song that I think is excellent, and I think people are really going to like that as well. So, build up some steam and some interest and curiosity about the band. I think it's quite needed at this point after so many years of not releasing anything together, so.
Fantastic. And beyond, finally, any message that you want to give to the Soul Sign fans around the world?
Yes, check out soulsignband.com. That's our official website, but we're pretty active on the social media, Instagram and Facebook, and you message us, we're probably going to respond. So it's nice to have that and communicate with people, and things like that. And it's a quick way to get people to hear your music too. People tend to be on those a lot, like especially now. I guess the Instagram is the big one, but yeah.
Fantastic, Beyond, fantastic. And Beyond, I want to thank you so much for giving me today this wonderful opportunity again to have you on this interview. And thank you so much for putting up an amazing single, Clean Soil, this time. And we're all looking forward for the entire album and have a chance to listen to this awesomeness. Thank you so much. And
Cool.
I wish you all the best, Beyond. And thanks again.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. My pleasure.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.